hit the record. Oh,
have you tweeted the tweets?
Did. No, I did not. Oh, that's streaming. Okay, recording. Whew. Thank you. All right. Got that going there. My continued absence from Twitter is only increasing my mental well-being. It's a direct correlation.
Oh yeah, speaking of Mixer, I'm sad that Microsoft is thinking about buying Discord.
Saw that.
Are you? Are you sad about it?
I don't know. Yeah, they already have Microsoft Teams, so I mean,
and it doesn't perform very well.
We've been using an updated form of Teams where I work. It's been fairly good. I have to say.
Same here.
I am not mad at it.
Okay, that's fair. When we used it, when we had switched at the end of Plantronics, it was just. Ugh.
Yeah, it definitely went through a period where it sucked and then got better. I will give you that, but it's certainly better than using Skype because I really did not like using Skype. It's bad.
Oh yeah, Skype's horrible.
Let's see.
I left the hardest part for last. Why did I do this to myself?
Because you like a challenge. No, because it's good to make progress. And so if you make progress on everything else, and then you only have one last thing, you can just, do what you need to do.
It's true.
Here, and here, and here, and Tweets Live. Woo! Let's go!
Mercy down.
Mimi first!
Dang it.
Second! And on the YouTube side, make public and save. And YouTube's up. Woot. And bam. Get a little music. So many things tonight. I want to make one platform that just does all this stuff way better than all these existing platforms do these things. Have you guys seen the so the people from D&D Beyond, Adam Bradford, who was the lead developer for D&D Beyond, left along with a couple other people, and apparently they've all gone over to another company that I don't think he started, but he's now working with, called Demiplane, and I think that they're trying to kind of be that solution. So I'm very curious to see what they do.
Interesting.
Very interesting. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hook up a Sirenscape to the campaign in Discord. So anybody wants to be clued into that can do that stuffs. Also, a fun fact for Mimi, when I do get all the music switched over to the Monument Studios, which I will be doing here the next week or so, then you don't have to worry about DMC anymore. So you can use music.
I haven't been streaming the sessions lately anyway, so.
I'm just saying if you do.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I haven't really worried about DMCA at all.
I try not to worry about it, but I also just want to be smart about it.
Yeah. No, I know that. I totally get that.
No face cam tonight as I am painting.
Just
That
realized
whole
my
no
ca-
face thing.
And your
I
painting
know.
has no face also. Yeah.
That's the irony.
Yes, the irony.
The background looks so good though. I love the
Right?
different tones of blue.
Thank you.
You can just say it out loud, right? Thank you. Yeah, I was tired of hair, so I decided to get rid of it
I like it.
again. And this is easier to keep up because I don't have to worry about fading it on that side, so I can just keep it shaved. And I don't have
It's
to worry
fair.
about it.
You're so hip.
Hmm?
Said you're so hip.
I'm
Hip
so anti-hair. Of myself. I'm anti-hair upkeep. Let's put it that way.
I totally know that feeling.
Did you see the hate
It's a lot.
message I got the other day on my stream about my hair?
I was
What,
blown.
really?
I was like, what?
Funny.
I
That
didn't
was
see
so funny. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, you're so cringe. Your hair is super cringe. I'm just going to go
You're
right
just
now and
jealous.
bash my head in with a hammer because you're so cringe. Something
Please
like
do.
that. And I just started laughing. It was so funny to me.
Have
I was like,
fun with it.
imagine being
Jealous of
so
your amazing hair.
insecure that somebody else's hair color sets you off. Imagine. Wonder what that's like.
We live in a world where everyone is so hypersensitive about everything. Most hypersensitive about the things that don't affect them on a day-to-day basis. Such is life. I hearken back to a simpler time. Before the internet.
The D&D Beyond on the Twitch is the
It
previous group, by the way.
Thank you. I just...
With all their beautiful HP.
With all their beautiful HP, you're like, look at it.
So nice.
I don't know. I'll take Thorn Ice Walker. I'll take that
Right?
HP.
Take that Thorn.
Probably
that
the
Thorn
level
HP.
2. Yeah, level 9. Yeah, let's go.
76 HP. He's a paladin.
I feel like I could be an Hysteria type.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Well,
There you go. You're back to your normal HPs. It's fine.
I mean, I know it shouldn't matter much, Estia, but you probably have 32 because we did rest.
I wasn't sure if we made it through the night yet, so I just didn't activate the long rest yet.
I feel bad for Tika.
Because we left off like going to bed, so yeah, Tika lives at 18 HP.
Okay. Yep. This is literally right now. This is happening. This is happening right now. That is
Happening.
a tankard cat.
Oh,
That is a tankard cat. She longs to put her entire head in the freaking tankard. Like, the water level has to be down to the bottom at this point. I'm just giving a couple minutes for people to filter in, and then we'll get going here. But, like, my goodness, cat. You have a water dish with water in it that I refill daily. I know, Dad, but it's so much more fun to drink from the mug. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the mood.
Uh-huh. That's a mood. That's true.
cats like putting their heads in strange places or themselves.
I cannot argue this. Cannot argue this point. Okay. I got a new mic arm and it is very stiff, which is good, but also hard to maneuver. As opposed to the other one, which I had to get into place with a hope and a prayer, this thing actually stays, which is fantastic, but... Alright. I think we should get started. So I'm going to go ahead, take a little sip of the stuff here. Lovely. It made me fleas!
No, I'm here.
As I say, and we're going to start. And Mimi gets out of the chair. I was like, no!
No, I'm here. I couldn't figure out why I was fading into the background. I didn't have my thing on the back.
Ah, I got you. No problemo. All right. I have clicked start on the recording, which means that I can say what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dungeon Nytes, our weekly dose of D&D. From us to you this week on A Rime of the Frostmaiden. Oh boy. We've got some interesting news. We last went on an adventure where we recovered some iron ingots on a sled for a few very interesting dwarves who had very tragically lost their friend transporting said cargo. In that effort, they did come across a group of goblins who had found the sled and were transporting it back to their little home, and were interrupted very abruptly by our group of adventurers who had no regard for their little lives at all and showed brutal force in extinguishing them for the iron. They got scared and they ran away. So there was that. We recovered the iron. You guys got some loot. You got some gems. You got a discount at the local armorer of Bryn Shander. And I think Tika, didn't you get a knife recovered from that too? Get a free knife out of the deal?
A dagger.
Yeah, a dagger that
Yeah, you
was
gotta-
apparently not of good quality.
You don't know that. That's
Yes,
just a
we
rumor.
did get informed that everything he makes is trash.
That's one man's opinion.
Yeah, that's why we were informed that it's all trash.
You were
We don't
informed.
know yet.
You have to test it out for yourself. You'll have to see.
Hopefully it doesn't break the first time we get in a fight.
I mean, hopefully, if you were to purchase anything from there, that it would, hold up. You'd have to find out. Again, do you have many options at this point? One man's trash is another man's shank. Truer words were not spoken in prison. Anyway, so that being said, we're going to pick up. You guys had made your way back to the tavern, enjoyed a meal, a drink. Tika decided that she needed to go up because she was a little annoyed, and Estia shared a little bit about her backstory. And at that point, I believe everyone went to sleep for the evening. So we're going to pick up in the morning after the great adventure. You wake up to hearing soft music downstairs from your rooms. You can smell some type of fish wafting. Doesn't smell terrible. Amongst other kind of yummies. It rouses you from your sleep.
It ain't gonna rouse Tika.
Drather will bite since he doesn't sleep much anyways. And he'll head out and go down to see what's going on.
Poppy starts stirring because she heard Drathar leaving, and she starts getting ready for the day.
What does that look like for Poppy?
Well, she kind of Poppy's really kind of more of a slow riser. She's not much of a morning person in general. She just sort of takes her time and stretches and yawns and kind of contemplates her morning a little bit, and she gets up. She goes to probably the shared bathroom, I'm assuming. Washes her face, brushes her teeth, primps. Powders her bosom. Just kind of just kind of gets ready, walks back, gets dressed. You know, the usual.
The usual. All right. Who's next?
Nope, Estia is uncharacteristically not getting up early.
Okay.
Poppy meets Drathar downstairs and bids him a good morning.
Good morning, Poppy. You the only one up?
Yeah, it was pretty quiet in the room next door. So I'm assuming Estia's still asleep and Tika passed out.
Or pouting because we didn't let her have mead. But either way, we can let those two rest for now.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I suppose we should start thinking about our next moves on what we want to do next.
Well, Estia was very adamant that we go after Prudence, so much so that she almost didn't want to help the door, so we might have to think about doing that.
Yeah, it might be a good idea. You know, maybe we can find out more information about what's going on with the dwarves and the relic. You know, I'm sure, you know, it sounds like people talk.
Well, I think we definitely need to get as many friends as we possibly can through our adventures, whatever they end up being. The more friends we have, the better chance we'll have at survival and possibly finding a way back home.
Oh, I don't disagree with you on that. That's for sure. I mean, I think we've already got some friends in our dwarves that we helped yesterday. I wonder if they would know anything about the other dwarves at all.
Yeah, we'll have to ask them about that perhaps, but I don't think Estia will let us get sidetracked with that.
No, but it wouldn't hurt to ask and kind of see what they have to say.
It wouldn't be bad if we could somehow solve both problems at the same time, because we gotta deliver both things to the same place.
True. Very true.
I'd hate to just be traveling back and forth between the towns just to do these two little problems.
I agree with you there. Especially with Poppy sort of gestures wildly to the outside in the cold and the snow. I'm not used to all this cold and snow myself.
I'm not quite used to the snow either, though I do find it quite handy at times. Just wish it wasn't so cold.
Agree with you there.
As you were talking, the barkeep is going to walk over to where you're sitting. Morning. Is there something I can get you for breakfast? We have fish with some eggs and some hardtack. There's, standard fare around here. Anything interest you?
What would you recommend?
Well, I would stay away from the hardtack if you still have all your teeth. The eggs and the fish are all right. You can do a number on the stomach, though.
Estia is gonna tramp down the stairs, kind of listlessly, and see the innkeeper there. What's his name? Scramsax?
Scramsax.
Scram Sacks, do you have any tea?
Oh, morning, miss. I can certainly whip up some tea.
Thank you. And without acknowledging either of the other two, she's gonna go and find like her own table and go sit down.
Oh, all right. I'll be over and take your order here in a minute, and I'll bring you that tea. Say, you all were the ones that helped Rona and Storn and the other feller. Can't rather remember his name.
Korux?
Yeah. He didn't say much. Y'all helped them recover some ingots for the black iron blades. You know, it's this important job. You normally adventurers, or you just gonna get wrapped up in something?
Poppy's just gonna kind of look at Drathar.
You could say we are kind of budding adventurers that got wrapped up in something.
Ah, budding adventures. I used to be a great adventurer once. Retired now, though. Came here, it's a nice place. Protected, it's definitely a good place to be in light of all that's going on with all Oriel and her nonsense.
You know, you really remind me of someone else we met along the way.
Do I?
He seemed like he could have been an adventurer.
Who would that be?
His name's Bartabin.
Bartabin. You mean my brother over at East Haven? He's not literally my brother, but we were adventurers together once upon a time. Do not cross that man when he has his axe. I can tell you that right now. Ooh, boy.
Yeah, we saw that firsthand. He was very protective of Etsy, our friend over there.
Oh, was he now? That old softy. Got a thing for... Never mind. Anyway, so, you know, the reason I ask is we get all kinds of, you know, jobs coming in around here. I don't know if you're planning on staying in town for long or where you're headed, but I might be able to point you in the right direction if you're looking to pick up some coin and a little fame.
That might come in handy. Right now we're planning on where we're going to be going. We got to talk amongst each other to figure out exactly where, though we might be heading off to Targos or up that way.
Oh, Targos. Targos is not too far. It should only take you a couple hours. Do you have horses or axe beaks or something, or are you on foot?
We have some axe beaks.
Oh, good. That should help you make up the time and make it easier to follow the path. It should only take you a couple hours to get to Targos from here. You know, just keep going on the east way. And when you do, I heard that there's another band of adventurers over there. They're planning on going on some kind of expedition up to Kelvin's Cairn. They're trying to find some kind of werebear or something. I don't know. It sounded pretty exciting. Definitely something I would have done if I was a shade younger. But again, I gotta run the tavern here. So
Did you say a were? Did you say a werebear?
Yeah, there's a rumor. Well, it's really a legend of a Goliath who was bitten by a bear and now can transform into a polar bear at will. Call it some kind of lycanthropy. Lycanthrope? One of those things. Apparently, they call him the Minotaur. I could have said that totally wrong, but you know, when you get on adventures, one man's PHANDALIN's another man's PHANDALIN. I don't know. You go with it. It's fine. But yeah, you know, if you're heading over there today, you might be able to find him and join him, make some coin. I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be an interesting expedition. If anything, it's going to be a fun time. But
we'll have to keep it in mind. I'll have some tea, and if you just have some biscuits, I'll be happy with that.
I mean, like I said, ma'am, all the hardtack's the best we can come by now. There's a lot of of shortages going on in the area. With the eternal winter, we're not really getting a whole lot of time to be able to grow things anymore. There's, ne'er the ability to grow that. So whatever we can't find that grows naturally, we're kind of out of. And unfortunately, with Oriel doing her bullshit, causing all the mountain passes to be caught up in all her snow, it's really frustrating, as we can't get any of our normal goods that we would get in. We also can't get any of our normal goods out that we would get out. It's kind of leaving everybody hard up for coin, and as you can imagine, that makes things hard for tavern owners. But we're getting by, and like I said, I would recommend either the fish or the eggs or both, is that hardtack is the closest thing we have to a biscuit. It absolutely will cost your mouth.
I'll just have the eggs then with my tea.
Can do, ma'am. Can do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll have some of the eggs as well, and fish.
All right. A little extra protein. I like to do that myself. You prefer your eggs raw, or you want me to cook them?
Cook them, please.
Yeah, I'll
right.
take mine cooked as well. Thank you very much.
Oh, sure. He's going to walk over to Estia. Morning. From what I understand, you are familiar with my old compatriot Bartabin over there in at East Haven. I'm sorry, I only laugh because he's quite the introvert, if you know what I mean. And for someone to come out of his shell, it's interesting. I hope that you guys have a nice interaction there.
I mean, introverted maybe, but he's always been very, very kind-hearted and generous towards us. I'm not sure all what you heard, and you see Estia turning like a little pink. Yeah, we did have one argument, but I think we worked it out, and good friends.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, he's like I said, he's a kind-hearted soul, that Bartabin. But
Well, how did you know him?
he's a fierce man with an axe. We were old adventuring partners back in the day. You wouldn't
Bartabin,
believe.
an adventurer.
Oh, that man could fell a yeti in one strike. You would not want to mess with Bartabin.
Estia just looks impressed. Well, maybe that's something we have in common. I'm off to fight yetis of my own, and maybe I'll come
Yetis?
back and we'll have stories to swap of yeti slaying.
Well, I was just telling. I'm assuming those are your friends over there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was just telling your friends. I don't know if you heard. If you're heading to Targos, there seems to be a group of adventurers going after a werebear over there. You might be able to catch up. Might be a fun story to tell. I'd love to hear it if you come back this way.
I don't know what we're in the mood for, but I'll definitely write it down.
All right. Again, it's just things you hear. We're really close to Targos. It's only a couple hours here on your axe beaks, apparently. And you should be in good shape. Anyway, I'll get you that tea. Which we have eggs, fish. We got some hardtack. I advise against the hardtack, but up
Just
to
the
you.
tea, thank you.
Just the tea. All right, we'll get you tea. So I got tea and eggs, and I got eggs and fish. What are you having to drink there, sir?
I'll just have water.
All right, coming right up. And you're gonna see him kind of walk over by Esdia. He's gonna take a tankard that he has hanging on his belt, and as you see him turn, you realize that he actually has like 3 or 4 tankards that are on his belt, and he's just gonna like push open the window. He's gonna reach up and grab some fresh snow off the top and pack it in the cup and just set it on the hearth of the fireplace there. Be right back with you. He's gonna walk and go, and after a few minutes, he'll bring you out your tea and food and grab your snow off the hearth and give you the water. It's the freshest water you're gonna get around here.
Good to know.
Fine by me.
Whatever works.
Anything else I can get you?
Do you have any good stories of Bardaman back in the day? Just a short one.
He's gonna look around. Oh. All right, I can sit down here for a few. All right, let me tell you this one. So there was one time, Bardaman and I, we were south of the mountains, you see, and we were in this forest area where we were beset upon by goblins riding wolves. Can you believe that? Little buggers learn how to tame wolves. Anyhow, they're surrounding us at our campfire, and we were half asleep at the time. Bardaman stands straight up, looks 10 of them in the face, and tells them to get the fuck out of here, or else he's going to cut their heads off and shove their ears down their throats. They looked at him and laughed. Then he took one swing with 3 of them dead, and the rest of them looked shocked as shit and then ran away. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even have time to get up, and he had already done the deed. He sat down like nothing ever happened. That's old Bardaman, though.
My. Kind-hearted old innkeeper. More to that story, I think.
Oh, much more to the story. Bardaman was a quite strong, strapping young lad. I know he's still quite an imposing figure physically, but, you know, he kind of keeps to himself and doesn't really don his armor so much as he dons furs and other things. But you know what? That man is definitely one of the strongest men I've ever met. He pulls no punches when it comes to fights, and I certainly wouldn't want to be on the other end of that axe. For good reason. But anyway, I need to get back to work, but I hope you enjoyed that story.
Thank you, Scramsax.
I hope you enjoy that tea. I'll see you later.
Puppy looks
Estia's going to have a little smile on her face, and she's just going to sit at her table and quietly sip her tea, thinking about Bardaman in armor.
He was a barbarian.
Whoa, calm down. Stop.
Things are getting too real now.
Is it hot in here or is it just Bardaman? Just imagine Conan. Leather flap and everything. Anyway, let's go.
Oh, please.
Out in the snow.
Well, it wasn't always snow.
Icewind Dale usually has at least some snow.
Hey, when he was south of the mountain, right? You know?
I think the image is better with him running out in the snow in like a loincloth and just like glistening.
all shiny.
That's all Etsy is seeing.
He's all shiny.
In slow motion.
He
With a
needs some
giant axe
powder.
in his hand.
He needs Poppy to
Slicing
come
goblin
and
heads.
powder the bosom to keep him dry. All right, moving on.
Aw.
Guys have
So
had
Poppy
breakfast.
Poppy looks over at Drathar and kind of says, "Oh, I wonder what's up with her. She's kind of over there by herself."
I think she might be coming to terms or with what happened yesterday, or a little upset that we helped them. I don't know, but whatever it is, we can just let her kind of work it out for now.
Oh, yeah, I'm not suggesting, otherwise. Just curious.
But
Does
it is
Estia
interesting.
overhear any of this conversation?
Probably
Doesn't
overheard a little bit of the story.
Give me a perception check.
The 9.
Oh,
You didn't hear anything.
sorry, I rolled. I thought you meant us.
No. I was talking to.
You beat my roll anyway, so.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do next? You guys are finished with breakfast. Is Tika up yet?
Pico will kind of roll out of bed at this point and sort of clomp down the stairs. Her little pause, as always, very loud as she just makes her way down, looks around for everybody, sees that they're split, looks a little confused, and then walks over to Estia, plopping down next to her. Why are you pouting? That's
pouting.
my job. You're definitely pouting. That's usually my job. Why are you pouting? What happened after I went to bed?
I don't want to talk about it. It was a lot.
Well, if we're going to all be together, I need to know about a lot. Because if you're angry with everybody and then we get attacked and then you let them die, like that could be really bad.
I'm not angry with anyone, as Tia says, a little more snappy than she probably intended. I'm not.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay. Maybe I'm upset with myself, but that doesn't have anything to do with the others here.
What have you done wrong?
I mean, were you there yesterday? Those goblins?
I mean, we got the thing. We did good.
But at what cost, Tika? I mean, all this time, I could talk about being strong and overcoming adversity and working my way through sadness by becoming that which I'm afraid of. But now I have to deal with, like, what I did to those goblins. And I don't know if that's something I can live with.
You killed the witch. Why is this any different?
It just felt more real yesterday. Like I couldn't stop it. Like it was something that was becoming more than I could control anymore.
I mean, at the end of the day, you were trying to protect yourself. I would get pretty scary too if I was trying to protect myself and had a giant axe. It's only natural.
I mean, not protect myself so much as protect all of you. I mean, those goblins couldn't do much to me. They sure tried, but nothing more than a paper cut.
So what you're telling me is you protected all of us, and now you're feeling guilty that you protected all of us? That seems mighty silly.
Silly? Okay, if it's silly, go sit at the other table and leave me with my tea.
Oh my gosh. This is my job. I'm supposed to be the one that has problems, not you. You're supposed to be the big baddie.
That's right. I'm the mom. Nothing can ever be wrong with me. Everything has to be fine. Okay, let me just sit here and I'll be fine by the time you all need me to rescue you again.
Not fine, but you shouldn't feel guilty. You're the one keeping us all together. We're kind of an odd bunch.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe all this time I thought being an adventurer and taking out the bad guys would make me feel like peace. Like I finally put together what was missing in my life. And like yesterday we did that and I don't feel good about it at all.
That's good. You shouldn't feel good about it. You still took a life. It's still something that happened and you have to live with that. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, are you going to let everybody die, including yourself? Or are you going to take the action that keeps everybody alive? And at the end of the day, you cared about enough to put this trauma on you. That's something special.
So I think at this point, Estia would kind of soften up a little bit. She's going to put down her tea and rest her head on her hands. And then she'd be like, so what now? Like, what do we do next?
Well, honestly, I think we just live. I think at this point, we have to admit there may be no going back. Or maybe there is. But all we can do now is live the story that we're going to have to live here. And that means at this point, I think we need to get some action done towards the person who almost killed you. And probably get that cauldron thing back.
Yeah, I'm all for getting the cauldron back, but I don't know about picking up my axe again.
Why not?
I don't want it to become something that controls me and that I'm not in control of.
I think you're more in control of it than you think.
Well, go talk to the other two, and whatever you decide is what's best for next. You know, I'm coming along.
You better. And don't be too hard on yourself. You did a good job out there. And it's rough sometimes, a lot of the time, most of the time. There's a reason I drink. But we'll get through this together. Okay? And then she'll just kind of stand up at that point and walk over to the others. We are going to get a thingamabobber that I should not yell out loud. Yeah, so we're gonna go somewhere, do the thing. And she kind of just sits down next to them. I'm not cut out for this, like, secretive stuff.
You did very good.
Thank you.
Would you like some eggs?
I like eggs.
Poppy
Yeah.
pushes the rest of her plate over to Tika,
Thank you.
kind of like holding in a giggle.
I would much rather just being able to say things instead of hold them back, because I'm going to say something and we're going to get in trouble and it's going to be my fault. And she's over there complaining that she killed somebody, but I'm going to be the one that actually gets us killed.
What's this about getting killed or doing killing? I always loved a good killing. Excuse me. Good morning, miss. Is there anything I can get you to drink?
She'll look at the others. Can I?
You can have one mug of mead before we leave.
Me, please.
I apologize. We don't serve mead before noon here.
Oh, thank God.
Fishermen that have some serious accidents on the ice if they drink a little too early, so we've been forced to push that time back a little bit.
Poppy
deeply
Poppy
sorry.
is like coughing because she's trying not to laugh.
The one time you guys give me permission, this guy says that they don't have. How do you? Oh, okay. It's fine. I'll have an egg
Water's very good too for you.
and some
The
water.
tea is good too.
And some water.
All right, I'll get that water started for you, and I'll get that egg from in the back here. Just give me one shake. And you're gonna see him reach back behind, grab another tankard out, push out the same window, grab some fresh snow, shove it in the mug, put it back on the hearth, shut the window. Egg will just be a minute.
Thank you. How do they not have meat?
No, he has mead. They just don't serve it till afternoon.
Poor life choices over here. Let me tell you that.
He's gonna
Anyway.
come back out with your egg and hand it to you.
Thank you.
You're
Estia's
welcome.
gonna take her cup of tea and sit at the table with the rest of them.
Good morning,
Hello.
Estia.
Good morning. Everything's fine. I just needed a little time and space to think. That's all.
We all need some me time.
It's hard to find out here.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yes, we all need some mead time indeed.
No, me time, not mead time.
Sadly, all of us can't be as lucky as Tika and have a whole day in jail to have a lot of me time.
You know, you should really
Lucky?
pronounce your words better. You really sounded like mead time.
I pronounced it just fine.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Poppy's
So,
gonna
after
raise her
breakfast?
eyebrow.
What's the plan for the day?
Well, I know you want to go to Targos to try to track down Prudence and get back the cauldron.
I want to go to Targos. Don't we have some sort of responsibility to the people of East Haven to bring back the cauldron?
We have a few responsibilities. Technically, our first was to hunt down the PHANDALIN. The cauldron was next,
Mhm.
but we can hunt down the cauldron first. It's closer now.
Well, I'm glad of it.
And we have some questions for Prudence anyway, so it works out.
Questions.
Also, we found out there's apparently a possible hunt we could join in Targos that might help us get a little more money, possibly some more friends, and some fame, which might help us. So while we're there, we might be able to take care of that as well.
Fame, fortune, friendship.
Possibly a new rug. I mean, I don't know.
A new rug? You want to explain that, Drazar?
Well, it's a werebear. It's a giant bear. Kill it, skin it, rug.
Or a coat.
Having a new rug would mean a place to set roots, though.
Or as Poppy said, a coat.
Okay. What
New
is that
hat,
the plan? Are
muff.
we just setting roots out here in this frozen wilderness? Are we just going to be roaming adventurers, going from job to job, killing here, killing there?
I don't know. I'm just hoping that at some point it'll help us find our way home.
Do you have something to get home to, Poppy? Or someone?
Not necessarily.
Well, I mean, I spilled my guts last night, so I'm all out of feeling, emotion, history, any of that. If any of you want to take a turn, though, I mean, I'm all ears.
Well, for now, I think it doesn't really matter if we want to get back, who wants to get back, who doesn't want to get back. I think we still need to at least find a way to get back, figure out what happened to us. If that means we somehow help solve this aerial problem, or we become adventurers, plying our trade, trying to just survive till we can settle down, can do whatever, because I don't know about you. Do you have any skills that you can settle down right now and live comfortably?
I'm a bard.
You define skills.
So, Tika, you think you can go from tavern to tavern and survive?
Yeah. What? Is this a deeper question than that? Of course I could. That's what bards do. That's what I expected to do.
Are you going to stay in one tavern, or are you going to travel to the other taverns?
Who knows? It really depends. I mean, I didn't really plan to stay here. I was supposed to be a traveling duo, but here we are.
A traveling duo? Kind of like you and the fish?
Not quite.
Ronaldo?
Oh, God, no.
My brother.
Your brother?
There's
Yeah.
another of you? Oh my.
Hey now, he's a little bit more put together, but we're twins.
Put together
And
how?
Oh, so you got all the craziness, and he's the, the straight man.
He's not straight, but he's a man.
Well, what's his name? Tell us about your brother.
I really don't want to think about it. At this point, I may never see him again. And
Well,
he's
you
not
went
gonna
off to
know what happened.
university and he didn't?
No, he was there. He just wasn't in the same class.
Oh. And so
And-
he was trained to be a bard, same as you, so that you could be a traveling duo?
Well, he's not quite a bard, but he'd be my protector. He was training to be a barbarian, and we'd go from town to town, and he'd slay, I'd sing. It was going to be fun.
Then the question is, Tika, how about here? If, let's say we split up, if you travel to another town, how are you going to make it there on your own?
I didn't say I was going to split up with anybody, but I mean, I assume I could just sing my way into some tavern.
What's your brother's name?
Joe. We'll call him
Joe?
Joe. Call him Joe. I don't want to share his name.
Okay.
It makes it too real that he's gone.
At least you have somebody to miss.
I wish I didn't.
As you guys are having this conversation, you're going to see 3 familiar faces walk over to the table. Oh, look, good morning. How are you doing? Did you get some good sleep?
Good morning, Runa.
Estia noticeably rolls her eyes. Oh, boy.
We were white dragon free again last night. It's the best spell ever.
I told you, and it's going to last longer this time.
You
It
realize
lasts
he's a
longer every
moron,
time.
right? Ever since he got kicked in the head by that moose, he's just been weird.
Poppy's going to look over at Korax and say, whatever works, and winks.
I mean, maybe we could try kicking him again. I don't know.
No, I don't think that would be a good idea.
You sure? Might do the trick the second time.
I'm positive.
Sadly, the closest thing to a moose we'd have here would be Tika trying to kick him.
I
You
wouldn't.
shut it, Korax. Anyway, so what's on the docket for you today? Are you gonna go on another adventure? You find a job, something, you're moving on? What? Good. Tell old Runa the details. Look, I'm bored, okay? All that's left for us to do is go up to the cairn again and start mining more iron.
We're going on an adventure
Oh, goody.
to find a magical item
Oh.
that will help end
Tika.
winter.
Tika.
Yeah?
Aren't you thirsty?
Yeah, and they don't have mead. You didn't have to remind me. That's so rude. I thought you were nicer than that.
Yeah, good old Scramsex is a stiff. He's worried all these fishermen are gonna slide in the ice if they're all tipsy before lunchtime.
I'll slide somebody in the ice.
Yeah, you're telling me. Goodness, if I don't get something alcoholic in the morning, then I'm just quite the bear to deal with.
So, every day?
Listen here, sister. Yeah, it is okay. She's so mean to me. She doesn't believe me about all the white dragons. You're just gonna see her backhand him across the face. Enough about the dragons. You've never seen a dragon in your life.
Can Estia try to intercept the slap across the face?
Sure. Give me a dexterity check.
She's a little protective of Thorn. Okay, never mind.
What are you trying to give me a high five or something?
Well, maybe if you didn't hit him around so much, he wouldn't be so afraid of everything. You thought about that?
Oh, he's not afraid of everything. He's just afraid of white dragons.
And I put that spell on him, and he's not afraid of white dragons. Are you, Storn?
I mean, I still have a healthy respect for the flying reptilians that are white dragons, but I am not soiling my bed anymore thinking about them, so that's better.
See, Runa? That's a start. And she'll wink at Runa.
Yeah, I guess I'll give you that.
Poppy, you
Anyway,
got
pay
like
for all
something
the
in your
laundry.
eye, or you good?
Everything is just fine.
anyways, to answer your question, Runa, we are going to travel to Targos, and we also heard that there might be a group that is getting together to go hunt some sort of werebear.
Targos, werebears. Oh, Look, if they're looking to go up to the canyon and kill that old polar bear were thing, they're in for quite the fight of their lives, but they're welcome to try. We leave that thing the hell alone. It ain't good news at all. But hey, to each their own. Your death is as good as anyone's when you're going up there to fight that thing.
Well, why do you say that? You saw how we handle those
polar
gnomes.
bear, for Pete's sake. Thing can tear your head off. It's got paws the size of your head. Claws the size of your fingers. Well, maybe not your fingers. They were a little smaller, but maybe, like someone with a little bigger hands, maybe.
So how do you fight a polar bear? Like, I mean, just if you had to.
No, me? I don't know. I probably wouldn't. Because it's stupid. But I mean, if I had to, I'd keep my distance and pop it full of arrows. If it got too close, I don't know. Backhand it like I, do Storm over here. It's probably the best thing I got. Good old strong backhand. Keeps them in line.
Yeah. So then you take out its kneecaps.
So you coming with us?
Hell no. I ain't going with you. But you have fun in Targos. There's some shady business going on in Targos.
What have you heard?
Heard they got a speaker over there who's a bit of a silver tongue, but he's a man of the people. I don't trust a man of the people. Because a man of the people knows how to use the people. But that's just me. All right, you two Nimrods, let's go. See you later. Safe travels. If you go to the can, beware the bear. Toodles! And Runa's going to walk out with Storn and Corks.
You all done with your breakfast? We need to head out while there's daylight.
Are we really going to go after the polar bear?
No, the cauldron.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the polar bear.
Why?
Poppy, Drath, are you ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go too.
I'm ready to go too. Thanks for asking.
Estia's gonna drink her last swig of tea. To the stables.
You make your way down to the stables. So far, the snow is relatively light. And as usual, Deborah is tending to all the creatures in her care. Oh, hi. Will you be leaving today?
Yes, that is the plan.
Are you going to be back? You paid through today, so, it's fine if that's what you're doing.
We don't know if we'll be back yet.
Oh, well, all right. Well, you, like I said, you are paid back through the day. Are you heading somewhere close, or you think you might be back?
We likely won't be back this evening.
Oh, well, there will be spaces open, no doubt, if you do choose to come back, and I'll be here.
Thank you, Deborah. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
all your help.
I do try to be helpful. And she goes and she collects your axe beaks and brings them out to you. They
Puppy's
see you
gonna-
and gleefully kind of chortle to themselves.
Poppy's gonna wrap her arms around Joseph's neck and give him a nuzzle.
He's going to nuzzle you back.
Estia's gonna fling her gear onto poor Sanders and be like, well, Sanders, you ready to hit the road?
Sanders!
Good boy.
Off we go to find a magical polar bear.
Mead goes, "Grrr," and then kind of shakes his head from side to side. And you all will exit via... Give me 1 second here.
I literally only talk to Sanders so that I can see Nighttide do an Axbeak impression.
It's a beautiful
I
thing.
appreciate it every time.
You guys are going to head out the north gate. So you're going to make your way back through the center of town and up through the north gate and around and connect back onto the east way towards Targos. It's quite a quick little jaunt. The time seems to go by pretty quickly, and visibility is nice today. And you arrive at Targos, at the limits anyway, in no time. There's still the light of the day out, and you are met by the side of a wooden wall, kind of protecting out from the wilderness. Nothing at all like Bryn Shander's magnificent stone walls, but sturdy and stout nonetheless. You can see that their walls kind of extend out over the icy lake, which is interesting as there are parts that seem to be unfrozen, as well as frozen. Coming up to the main gate, which leads you up to the south end of town, you see a small portcullis and guards up in a tower. State your business.
Do we tell him about the polar bears?
Now we're here looking for some people that have traveled through. We have business with them.
Right. You've anything for trade?
I mean, we have some skills that could be of value.
Right. Would you, where you come from?
We're just up from Bryn Shander.
Oh, Bryn Shander. Nice and close there. How are they doing today?
I mean, fairly well-spirited, I think.
That's nice. Very nice. Listen, my job is to collect information about newcomers here. The speaker, he likes to be aware of people's comings and goings. He's currently at the inn if you care to go and find him. That said, I guess I can let you in. If you're looking for taverns, you've got the Luskin Arms, which is an inn. Also, where you'll likely find a speaker. You've got the Three Flags Sailing. That's a tavern. You've got the Trislio, the general store. And, yeah. That's about it. There's not a whole lot going on here in Targos. Enjoy your stay. And he raises the portcullis and lets you in.
What a fun place we are at. Now, where do we start?
Suppose we need to stop at the inn, the way it sounds.
That's
don't know
as
if I
good a plan as any.
What was the inn's name again?
The Luskin Arms.
We really have to get involved with another speaker. I feel like it's bad luck for us.
Maybe they'll know something about Bardabin, too.
You never
I'll
know.
end up in jail again.
That, or we'll find another brother of Bardabin, or I don't know, maybe his whole adventuring party owns every tavern and inn in Icewind Dale.
Well, think about it. Maybe we retire someday. We own a chain of inns.
We?
Yeah. You can
Or
be the
you
meat
and
expert.
Bardaman?
No, we as in our adventuring party, like their adventuring party. Never mind. Let's just go.
I've always wanted to be a mistress.
Oh my.
I think this idea is sounding really horrible now, and it's getting worse. So let's go to the end. I foresee that adventure would lose us way too much money, either from the mistress or someone drinking all the ale.
It would never.
Excuse me? A mistress of a business? I mean, come on, you guys, really?
You say that now, but then you'd find a silver fox, and it's fine. And Tika, you realize if we ran it in, you'd have to sail the ale, not just drink it.
I disagree with your sentiment.
Yeah, let's go to the inn.
I have no more words. I just don't.
You make your way into town, and you see that as the guard atop the tower was pointing to various areas, he was kind of like making general arm motions, and you head inward and eastward as you see that was where he was pointing. You kind of make your way through town, and you see that there's a kind of a downhill slope, and it makes your way towards the docks, and you can see, probably the most crowded kind of group of buildings that look fairly large, like they would be an inn. Making your way down to the kind of dock area, you see some various ships that are kind of locked in by ice, and people that are kind of breaking the ice in various ways to make more room for water flow to get them out to go fishing for the day. As you make your way further down east and see kind of these rustic looking old sturdy wooden buildings, you come across one that is the inn. And you are standing at the entrance of the Luskan Arms. And we're going to take our first break. Well, our main break. So, make sure to get yourselves up, stretch your legs. We can say hi to chat. And also refill your mugs, as I will do. Because, hey, it's fun. That one escaped me there. Pirate, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to stream, buddy. How are you?
I'm just going to point out, if Drathar ever dies, I am totally playing a mage like that Merlin from that TikTok I sent you.
Oh, please do. Please do. But while you're talking about that, we're going to go ahead and have a word from our monthly partner, Armada Games. This month, Dungeon Nytes is partnering with Armada Games to bring you our monthly giveaway. Armada Games, located in Tampa, Florida, has been serving the community for over 14 years, catering to board games, card games, minis, and RPGs. For all you dice dragons out there, they boast the best collection of dice in the city, with over 400 unique sets available in acrylic, metal, and semi-precious stones, including the upcoming Nebula line from Chessex. Shop online now at shoparmada.com. That's right, shoparmada.com. Now, fun fact for all of you that are here because you're special and here and are live. In the next day or so, we're going to be launching our giveaway for March, in which case I'm going to be giving away this lovely multicolored set of dice along with a copy of the Candlekeep Mysteries, which is a new adventure anthology published as an official D&D supplement. It's a beautiful book. It comes with a map of the Candlekeep. It's lovely. So keep your eyes out for that and make sure that you enter to win because, hey, free is always good. And I am going to grab something out of the fridge. I'll be back.
Free is good.
How was chat this evening?
You guys hear my puppies in the background? They're like going psycho.
Puppies do that.
Hi.
Hurry back, pirate.
So Tika is becoming a therapist.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk?
No kidding.
Every time we say
Tika.
I'm tired, all I can think of is Blazing Saddles. I'm so tired.
Chica the therapist.
Yeah, what was going on with Tika the philosopher there?
I don't know.
You know, she's got depth.
She's not drinking. She's spitting bars.
She's a bard.
Yeah, but who knew?
I know.
I'm looking at this TikTok.
Oh no, is that the one that you sent me? Oh yeah, it is. I'm not going to play the video on stream, but I'm totally going to play the audio because I think it's hilarious.
Oh my god, that is hilarious.
Merlin, there's too many of them. What should we do?
Oh, yeah, fret not,
It's gonna
noble
be
knight. I
loud.
have just the right spell.
Get ready to be woken up. It's so good.
Merlin, there's too many of them.
So damn good.
I
So for
love
those
that
of
it's
you
a whole
missing out,
storyline.
for those of you missing out on the visual, essentially a noble knight sees an army of warriors coming to destroy them, and he cries out to Merlin to save them. Merlin summons a waifu pillow, body length, mind you, and rides atop it like a magic carpet while booping all of the bad guys around.
While he dances.
In yes, while dancing. It's quite lovely.
Goals, man. Goals.
Oh, goals. Goals. Thank you, Merlin. Thank you for that.
I love the whole storyline he did for that because he's done it since like early on.
This is the Conjuring too. He's like, he's just dancing. Boop, hip check. Boop, pillow check. Boops it with the hat. All the boops. I feel like a booping is definitely what that is.
That song's too catchy. It shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yes, it's the little cute noises. Damn it. Damn it. Why does it have to be so catchy?
Well, it took the place of the Cruella de Vil song, so.
Cruella Bearville, Cruella Bearville. She doesn't wear you, some other party will.
The only way that Geigen should make that character is if he does like the hand motions too whenever he attacks.
It's just so good. Oh, it's so good.
Don't do that because he has one where he does the fat hoon dance.
The fat
no.
what?
I feel like there's another link incoming.
The what? The what dance?
I mean, he does a lot. He takes basically any of the TikTok popular things that are going on and he makes videos of them with these characters.
Oh, God. I've not really done much with TikTok just because. And then you guys find things like this.
I know.
If you get to the nerd side of TikTok, it's very fun.
D&D TikTok is wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
All right. I'm reloading the player view. Just have you guys do a couple rolls to double check because we might have to do some rolling in Targos. You never know. Best that we re-up that during the break.
And there's the other link.
Also, if you are new and hanging out and you haven't hit that follow button yet, please do so. We are one follower away from 150. Make our
150
day.
where?
150 on Twitch. One away from 150. We are a few away from 200 subbies on the YouTubes. We shall get there. We shall endure. All right. I'm seeing rolls. That's good. Rit, how's your progress coming?
Is coming along slowly
Oh.
but surely.
All right.
For those who don't know, I am currently working on a painting. That's why my face is not showing.
Can I? Oh, I can't. Never mind.
Huh?
I was gonna see if I could like quickly disable the picture so that you could see the painting, but no, it's fine.
Okay. You're welcome to do it, but yeah, if you can't, it's fine.
You should just go follow Rit on Twitter and you can see progress pictures as you go.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, it's cool looking.
I hope
And
so.
what are you doing this for again?
So I somehow got chosen in a contest to receive a sit-stand desk that I then have to paint and customize. And then people will vote on their favorite one, and the winner gets money. Plus, it gets like printed out and actually becomes like an official desk. I don't plan to win that part of it, but I get to keep the desk as long as I get the painting done, which is due tomorrow. And so yeah, so I'm just kind of making something that I would want in my room.
That's
my new
awesome.
computer. Yeah.
Is that Karudi?
It's not crudy, but it's kind of similar idea, yes. I like the white hair, what can I say?
Lovely. Let me move over to Targos. Boom. The Luskan Arms. All right, I'm ready to go whenever you guys are.
I'm ready. I got my bubbly water.
Ooh, the bubbly water.
Mm-hmm.
My water is bubbly, but it is not water. Completely.
I'm ready. I let Merlin energize me.
Get that Merlin energy.
I have just the spell for that.
I have just the spell for that. Okay. Let me fix my posture.
Oh,
And we're going to get back into this. Here in 3, a 2, a 1. 1. You make your way to the front of the Luskan Arms. Again, an old wooden inn. As you kind of walk in the front door, you see that the decor is very classic looking, especially for you being from the future. It kind of looks like it's been in decline. The sturdy walls on the outside kind of betray a unkempt place on the inside. You kind of walk between a number of kind of rotting floorboards and feel drafts noticeably coming up from the cellar below. Occasionally you see a rat scurry from side to side as you make your way over to the desk. Yeah, can I help you? Welcome to the Luskan Arms. The man before you is an average size man. Looks like he's balding, very down on himself. Do you need a room or something, or?
We're looking for a band of people.
Cool.
And also the speaker.
Well, if you're looking for the speaker, Nearth Maxildanar is actually up in our largest room right now, just up the stairs to the right. He stays here and he loves to meet new people. If you're looking for him, I'm sure I could summon him and have him come down. It's one of One of his favorite things, especially since we don't get many visitors nowadays. As far as large groups of people, I mean, Targos is a smaller town, but we still get a good number of people coming in from the harbor and out of the harbor and, on various quests and things. Currently, there's a hunting party. Are you looking for them? They're probably over at the Three Flags just down the shore here.
That's exactly who we're looking for. Thank you so much. We'll just be on our way to talk to the speaker. You said up in their room. We'll just go sit down and you'll maybe call him down?
Yeah, I can come get him for you. Just give me a minute. I miss summertime. Sometimes I feel like
Almost
it's never
like summer
coming
was
back.
yesterday. Or a week ago.
Yesterday, it's been so long. I wish I could remember it. Now it's just cold, dark. 1 minute, I'll go get the speaker. You see him just kind of turn. He walks up, kind of
What a
plods
cheery
up the
guy.
stairs, very unmotivated by all things. You see him go up and open the door and kind of peek his head in. And then out of the room comes a somewhat tall, kind of 6'1", 6'2" man. Very well kempt looking. He's got kind of slicked back, dark brown hair. Has, what looks kind of like a padded, kind of blue armor with kind of his shoulders wrapped in a kind of fur cape. He's wearing brown, kind of furry leather gloves and kind of these brown leather pants. Not unrefined, though. He's very well prepared. His beard is trimmed and his parts of his face are nice and clean shaven. Definitely looks like he keeps after himself. And he comes down the stairs. Ah, welcome to Targos. I'm Nerth, the speaker here, Maxel Danar, and I'm happy to make your acquaintance. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who might you be? I love meeting new people.
Hi, I'm Estia.
Lovely to meet you, Astia.
Puppy's gonna just kind of walk up and say, I'm Poppy.
Yes, you are. As he kind of looks down and looks up real quick. And you are?
Pika. Not to be confused with Texa.
Why have I heard that name before?
You haven't.
Quite sure that I have. I'm very good with names.
No, I'm
Anyway.
pretty sure you haven't.
I'm certainly not
This
a
is
Tika,
Drathar.
Okay, never mind. Yes, hi. Good afternoon to you, sir. Welcome to Targos. What brings you, wonderful group of, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say adventurers, to my little town? Are you here looking to join the hunting party?
Perhaps. We're also looking for another group that may have traveled this way.
Oh. Well, I like to stay in touch with all the travelers that come through Targos. I'm most certain I can help you. Here, come over to the table. Sit. And he kind of motions your arm over to a rather long table, and he kind of sits down at one of the heads. And, I do like to keep tabs on what's going on in my town. Being the speaker, that's my job, I want to make sure that everything's up order, ship shape. And if there's a group of people you're looking for, no doubt I can either help get some information to you or ascertain whether or not you're worth getting information to. Not to be distrustful, but this is Icewind Dale. You know how it goes.
All fair. ST is going to kind of push Drathar to one side of where Maxil is sitting, and then she's going to sit right next to him to provide a little buffer between where Poppy might sit.
So, tell me, where are you from?
So we came from Bryn Shander most recently, but we were by way of East Haven before that. Actually, that's the friend we're hoping to meet up with, Prudence. We made her acquaintance in East Haven and heard she had come this way, and we're hoping to catch up with her.
Prudence.
She helped us a lot when we were having some troubles, and she helped us out with Tika.
Oh. Wasn't that lovely? Nice of Prudence.
So
I'm
nice.
aware of Prudence. We could be, considered almost like family. She kind of grew up around here, and I've known her for a long time. She's a good girl, Prudence. I'm glad that she was able to help your friend Tika, per se, you say. That's fantastic. You say she came from East Haven. You guys are following her. Any particular reason? You're just trying to thank her, meet up, grab a tea?
No, not following her. We had other business. We had heard about the hunting party, but we thought we should check in with her since we were on this side of town. Anyways, heard she had head out this way.
Right. Well, I'm pretty sure she's around here somewhere. I can arrange to have a message sent to her to meet you. No problem with that. Certainly, if she knows you, then that shouldn't be a problem, right?
That is correct. We were just, besides up here with the hunting party, we were up here helping. I don't know if you know a dwarf named Runa. Lovely voice. Other companions, but a group of dwarves that were mining recently.
Well, the dwarves are always mining up at the cairn. But let me see. Do I know a Runa with an interesting voice? I cannot say that I do. We don't really have much by the way of need for iron trade here in Targos. I mean, aside from the standard goods, but we import those from other places. Now, if you're coming from, you said Bryn Shander, that makes a lot of sense. They have the black iron blades there.
You say that with a chuckle. We've heard some of iron blades.
Oh, absolutely. Every adventurer that never came back left with a black iron blade.
Estia's going to look over at Tika.
Maybe I shouldn't use this.
Oh, it's probably fine. Here, let me see. Let me see. It's just a dagger.
Right. It must be fine, right?
Oh, no doubt. He kind of tries to look over and see if you can pull it out.
And she tries.
Oh, I mean, just judging from here, it's probably fine. The only issues he's ever had are with long swords. The smaller pieces of metal are fine. It's, if you're using a sword or a mace, poor chap means well, but, they always break. This is how it is. Damn Yeti hides are pretty thick. You need something a little bit stronger if you're going to cut through them than a black iron blade. Anyway, I don't mean to alarm you, and I don't mean to offend, but it's known quite widely that those blades are to be used only in the most dire of circumstances, and if you have to use them, then you might be in more dire circumstances than you think.
Wonderful. Thank you for letting me know not to use it with the Yeti that we're going to go get, right? We're going to go get the Yeti.
Yeti? I don't think there's a Yeti hunt.
Not a Yeti. You're talking about the hunting party after the polar bear.
Ah, right, polar bear. Sorry, I was, confusing it with cauldrons and Yetis and all these different things. We're just trying to make sure that we help people out, do good. So people are happy and don't kill us.
I mean, no one wants to die, that's for sure.
Exactly.
So, Sir Maxwell, what is the trade of Targos? You said they don't work with iron or armory.
Oh, mostly fishing. We deal in fish. sorry, I wish it could be more exciting, but it's really just fish. We have the biggest fishing fleet and the biggest fishing industry here in Targos, given the fact that we have a harbor where we can still get out and actually, get on the water. Unlike, folks over at East Haven, they're a bit more locked in by that ice.
Understandable. It's a noble trade.
Mm-hmm. We just wanted to help. I've actually only been here for a couple of years. I became speaker recently as I was elected. I was quite proud. I think that one of the most things that we should be prideful about here at Targos is our fishing trade, and I felt with my presence here that I could really help bring about some more prosperity in Targos as the village has fallen on hard times, as you can no doubt sense here from our friend Owen. He's a bit down in the dumps. He's kind of let this place fall into disrepair. It's like why I like to stay here, really, is one, to give him the patronage, but two, to try and give him a little motivation to fix this place up and make it a bit better than it was before,
Did you grow up in Targos?
No. I didn't grow up in Targos. But I am from Icewind Dale, though. I come from a little place called Dugan's Hole. It's very small. But I wanted to get out and try and make a name for myself, so I've been all over Icewind Dale. Making connections, meeting people, it's things I like to do. It's also why I like to meet new folks coming in, to make sure that I know them, they know me, and we can have an understanding as the expectations of how things are going to work here in Targos. We don't want any trouble. We don't want anything to interrupt our fishing trade, but you're more than welcome to help out in any way you can and make a coin if coin's to be made.
Speaking of coin, we were really hoping that we could surprise Prudence. Do you think it would be possible for you to tell us where she's at so we can, pop in unannounced and just have a nice surprise for her?
Yes, she was so helpful. Her and my friend Nims, they were so good to us.
She was quite a fan
deception
of the
check.
biscuits. You wanted Poppy to roll a deception check, right?
Both of you.
A what check?
Deception. Now listen, I can understand wanting to surprise people, but not everyone is so amenable to surprises. Prudence is one that is not fared well whenever she gets, surprised. It tends to upset her a bit, so how about I just pass along a message and she can meet you at an earliest convenience. Perhaps over at our local tavern, right? The Three Flags Sailing is just down the way. I could have her meet you there, and should be no problem.
Yes, please tell her that we'd love to buy her dinner or a drink, whatever her fancy.
Of course. Would you like her to maybe this afternoon or evening for dinner?
I mean, preferably the afternoon if we're still trying to catch up with the hunting party. We don't have much time.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. You need to do that. Let me see if I can get a hold of her. You guys make your way over to the Three Flags Sailing. Again, you just follow the dock all the way down. A little bit north and around. You'll see the sign. Three Flags, ship, sailing, people in there eating, making merry. Lots of fish. I hope you like fish. This is what we have. So go over there and I'll make sure to gather Prudence and I'll bring her over there myself. We can all have a nice chat.
Lovely.
That would be wonderful. And Poppy winks at him.
Oh, look at you. Anyway, so yes.
What was that, Drathar?
Yes, that would be lovely, though I'm distracted now by Poppy. Also, when
Oh.
you do talk to her, if you can, just mention that we are still looking for those dwarves that we were looking for, and we want to know if she has any information on them.
Dwarves. What kind of dwarves?
We don't really know. We just were told that they may be Drugar.
Duergar. Yeah, they're certainly around. There's rumors that they have some ability to make them invisible. How silly is that? Invisible dwarves. Anyway, yes.
I believe it would be very true. They seem to have. We had a run-in with them, and Etzia even was taken by them. Sadly, we found her left by them, but they got away. So
Wait, sadly you found me, or sadly I
no,
was
sadly
left?
they left. They disappeared, and all we found was you. It would have been nice if we could have stopped them.
That is most concerning. I'm glad that you are well, Estia.
Well, thank you.
That probably was a most traumatizing experience.
I mean, I have good friends looking out for me, especially this one, and gestures to Drathar, and this one over here, gestures to Tika, and Poppy as well. You know, I'm surrounded by a lot of good friends.
Prudence didn't say anything about any issues in East Haven. She just said she wanted to come home for a while. When I asked her why she'd returned, I wasn't expecting her to. She's been there for a number of years. But is there anything else I should know about coming out of East Haven? What were the dwarves doing, and why did they take you? Sorry, I'm most intrigued. We don't get this kind of excitement around here.
We don't know exactly why they took her. We were just coming back from speaking to the speaker there, and Etzia was taken.
Ah, Speaker Whelan, a most lovely woman. Is she okay?
Yes, last we saw her, she seemed to be just fine.
Oh, well, that's good. Thank the maiden. Anyway, I will gather Prudence, and we will meet you at the Three Flag Sailing, just down the way.
Thank you. It's been so good to meet you.
Yes, I believe you should find the hunting party somewhere around there. You can ask about it at the Three Flags. They should be able to point you in the right direction. Also, if you kind of hang a left at the incline towards the center of town, you will find Triglio. If you need anything general store-ish related, you can pick it up there. It might help you in your hunt. But again, I'll see you over there shortly at the Three Flag Sailing. Grab some food and tell some stories. I can't wait.
Thank you.
And he's going to kind of stand up and give you a little nod and a bow, and then make his way back up to his office.
It's just gonna lean over to Drathar. If Prudence finds out word that we're here, what's to stop her from running off again?
Well, I don't. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Mimi can hear. I mean, Poppy can hear this too. Just kind of in a hush whisper.
I definitely think if she finds out, she'll try to run. But that's why if we do go to wait at the other tavern, I was thinking I can hang back in one of the alleyways watching the exits and try to tail him to see where he goes.
He may just send a messenger as well, but I agree. The three of us can head straight to the tavern if you can keep your eyes open.
Unless any of you think you can sneak around and stay hidden to help me, but
No, you're much better at it than I am.
Do we really think Tika could keep her mouth shut long enough to hide?
I'm keeping with you guys.
We'll meet you back there.
that works for me. I will just
But
wait
be careful.
I'll do my best. Luckily, I grew up on the streets for quite a time. So it's kind of, you could say, my home field.
I had no idea. Well, ladies, shall we?
I think we shall.
Drathar will get up and exit with them as well, but he will kind of look for a alley nearby where he can see the door, and he'll kind of post himself up there and try to hide.
So why do you think Prudence is working with these dwarves anyway? Dwarves? Goblins? Invisible things? There's so much going on.
I mean, beats me. I always had a funny feeling about her, though.
It just seems like there's so much going on here. I feel like life back at home was much more calm. Do you think it has something to do with the lady of the wizard, or the whatever she is, the ghost person that talked to me? Maybe she's watching us. Could she be watching us? Is that crazy?
I don't know much about magic.
I couldn't tell you, but I think the lady that you're talking about is kind of contained down in that area. I don't know if she's necessarily up here, but we'll see, I guess.
Either way, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, there is.
Are you guys ready to move on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were walking and talking.
Well, that's fine. So as you continue to walk, you make your way over to the Three Flags Sailing. As you enter, you can see that there's lots of fishermen that come in here and go. Definitely smells of fish and a fresh stew. The atmosphere is a bit subdued, as the fishermen seem to be cold and a little tired. You see a kind of plump, gray-haired woman that people seem to be referring to as Ma, fussing over some of the fishers as she grabs bowls and plates and cups and seems to be running them to and from the bar into the back and all of those things. And she takes a look at you. Come on in, set a spell.
Set a spell? What does that mean?
It means take a seat for a minute.
Okay.
Or rest up, maybe. Esther's going to look around the room for an empty table. That's preferably easy visibility to the front door.
Do you think they have mead here before noon?
It's afternoon.
Do you think they have mead here?
You can have one glass of mead.
Yes. One glass of mead, please.
Hold your horses, dear.
What?
Or your axe beaks, whichever ones you have. Dogs, maybe?
Axe beaks. Why am I holding them?
You're a
Take it here, it's
strange
an
duck, aren't you?
expression.
Anyway, I'd like y'all to come in, and you can sit at this table here. What can I get for you?
Mead.
Okay. Mead for this one.
Do
the
you
rest
have
of
any grilled fish or a house specialty, maybe?
Soup du jour, my dear.
I don't mind if I do.
It's gonna be fish in a stew.
I mean, I had a feeling.
As long as we're on the same page.
So much fish.
That sounds wonderful. I'll have some as well, thank you.
2 soup du jour. in a mead. And you, my dark, brooding friend. What can I get for you? What can Ma get for you?
If you're talking about Drathar, he's not here.
Oh. I missed that. Where did Drathar go?
He's
waiting in the alley.
hiding in an alley.
Well,
To try to follow the speaker, whoever the speaker sends to a message for Prudence.
Sure. You picked a big table to sit down. Are you expecting company?
Yes, actually. Keep an eye out for them. And when they get here, we'll order them some mead.
Okay, how many should we expect?
2?
At least 3.
3?
Yep.
2,
Yes,
3?
we're expecting the speaker and maybe a couple other people if they're available.
Oh, the speaker's coming. Well, I'll make sure to get the good cups.
And the good mead?
We only have good mead.
Good. No offense meant.
And Tika, you should have some stew as well.
Fish. So much fish. Fine. Yes, please. Thank you. I bet it's delicious.
Everything's delicious. Yes, if the speaker's coming, he's such a lovely man, so down to earth. I'm so happy he's a speaker. He's taking really good care of this town. It continues to prosper under his leadership. You wouldn't believe it. We were in real dire straits before he came. It's still hard, but it's getting better. I've got hope. I've got faith. I got to take care of these poor fisher boys over here. They're just they're in rough shape. Dark spirits. Between, the human sacrifices to keep the Frostmaiden appeased and, having to break apart the ice and fight through to get the fish. It's hard times everywhere. But luckily in Targos, we're doing things and taking appropriate steps, and things seem to be looking up. So I'll fetch you meat, I'll fetch you soup, and get some meat for some friends coming, including the speaker. Oh, he's handsome, isn't he? He's a handsome man. I can say that. He's a handsome man. All right, I'm going to go and get you your things. I'll be right back. You can call me Ma. Just yell Ma if you need anything. I think everybody does.
Thank you, Ma.
You hear from somebody
Poppy thinks he's a handsome man.
You hear from across the room go, Yo, Ma! Coming! She returns back.
Now,
in a
Poppy,
few.
remember what we were told about the speaker.
Yes, I remember.
Silver-tongued he may be, a man of the people does not mean a man for this person.
I understand.
That said, if you can use your
Assets?
talents to get information, just do it carefully.
Of course.
This
I
is
wouldn't
not a
wanna
NIMS
put-
we're dealing with here.
Oh, I know that. My father was much like the speaker, so.
Oh boy.
Daddy issues.
You said it, not me. Anyway,
Tika, Poppy glares at Tika and says, "No, my father was a dick.
Daddy issues.
Not in the least.
No, it definitely sounds like you have issues with your daddy. You
No,
called him a dick.
that's because he wasn't good to his people.
And
His
so how is this
people.
speaker like your father?
Flashy, silver-tongued.
Are we just gonna leave the his people thing? What do you mean his people? He had people?
My father had people.
Ominous.
Like ruler status?
I come from a family of nobles, and my father was the head of these nobles.
Oh my. And what was his name? Maybe we've heard of him.
That explains a lot.
Well, I come from the Levitt clan, So,
Love it, clan. Love it.
Does
clan.
STU know about this clan?
Roll.
probably not.
You should roll to see if you've heard of them.
History check?
A history check.
Never mind.
That's a no.
Tika, no.
Tika, would you like to try your hand at knowing?
Yes.
Levitt clan.
Tabletop not found. Let's try this
Can't say
again.
I've heard of it.
Tabletop not found. Let's try this again.
Is this our first roll tonight?
Yep.
Hey, nope. In typical Tika fashion.
Tika
She knows
apparently
nothing.
Tika thinks they made mead.
Levitts, that's like
Levitation,
wheat people,
right?
Yeah. Getting...
I mean,
My-
we our clan and our home, my home, we kept to ourselves. So,
Apparently.
Explains a lot.
Well, at some point, you didn't keep to yourselves when you were sent off to university.
very true.
So why was it that your father decided it was all right for you as a private people to go to university?
I didn't go willingly. But we'll talk about that some
Did
other
you
time.
get banished? Are you an outcast?
We'll talk about that some other time.
You know, but some other time needs to come sooner rather than later.
I want to know the story. You're an outcast? You were banished? Did you have a secret lover? Did they find out about it and then they banished you and they sent you to school so that you didn't actually stay with this lover of yours? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Poppy. That's
People are
the
starting
worst.
to look at you inside, peering over their shoulders like...
Tika. Shh.
No, Tika, sing a song to distract them from
To distract them from me?
this conversation.
Why? It's a good conversation. They probably want to listen in.
Oh, we all hear everything over here. Ma hears everything. Anyway, you with the daddy issues and money, hopefully you can pay for all this meal. Anyway, here's your mead, here's your soups. I hope you like it. And whenever your friends get here with the speaker, we're gonna have a jolly good time. Also, I heard you can sing. Can you sing? I heard you can sing.
Can sing?
Yeah, you look. These guys could use some entertainment. I'll comp your soups and your mead if you'll go up there and give them a song.
And she'll go ahead and pull out her violin and step on up. I suppose a little song for a little group of people. And then she'll pull out her bow. And then slowly she'll kind of tune the violin. You'll hear a couple screeches here and there as it gets to the right place. And then she fiddles the song. A little happy tale that gets the crowd clapping and laughing, as always it's body because it's Tika, not body. And she tells a tale about a woman who travels across the land and steals things from men's bedrooms. And that's the story.
Of a girl named Taxi who took a concubine's virginity, and then a pasha sent out his hunters to bring her back and make her pay with hoes. Never mind. Anyway, so
Exactly. That's the song she sang.
that's the song she sings. Perfect.
Thought it was gonna be something to the tune of Cruella de Vil, but maybe that's just me.
Oh no, we have to leave that one. We have to let that one die. Meanwhile, on the streets of Targos, loom a Drathar. Drathar, I need you to give me a stealth check, sir.
You
Yeah.
didn't even
Rogue
know he was
Shiro.
hiding. That's a nat 20.
It is not. It is absolutely not.
Dang it.
There's nothing to do with it.
How about an 18?
18 will work. You are fairly stealthily kind of tucked behind a barrel, waiting. You've got line of sight out of the front of the inn. And you are waiting quietly, stealthily, to see what happens. Not too long after you and the group had departed the inn, you see the speaker emerge with Prudence, and they are walking and talking. Not too long until they're upon your position and continue down the icy joining of land and water towards the Three Flags Sailing.
I will follow them from a discreet distance,
Okay.
but because I'm a street urchin, I can move twice as fast through the streets because I have an understanding of how streets are set up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try to stay out of sight, but I will try to follow them to make sure they're heading there.
Okay. As you follow them, you see that they are heading directly for the Three Flags Sailing.
I will wait a bit after they go in, then I'll try to sneak in myself.
Sure. They go in and you're able to kind of stealthily go in behind them, and you see that as they walk in, there they are. Prudence, your friends. Remember from East Haven. Ma, looks like you've already got everything here. Look at you, Ma. You're just so lovely. Oh, hey there, speaker. Yes, I've got everything here. We've got your meat. We've got some stews. Would you like some stew? It's fish stew, soup du jour. You know what I mean? I got everything covered for you. Yes, Ma, that'll be fine. If you just give me some of the soup du jour, you know that it's one of my favorites. Oh, coming right up. I'll be right there. You just sit yourself down. We'll get everything taken care of. Ma's got you covered. Do you need some space? It looks like you need to have a discussion. If you need a little bit of privacy, I can take care of that for you too. As she starts kind of like shooing and shoving some of the other fishermen to tables on the other side of the room. Move it.
Estia's gonna have a forced smile, but she's also gonna subtly reach her hand down towards her dagger at the same time.
Ah, yes. Anyway, so let's sit down. Prudence, don't you remember your friends? She just kind of looks at you all kind of wide-eyed at first, and then she kind of makes a interesting expression and sits down. Yes, hi. It's been a bit. Apologize I had to leave so quickly. I imagine Nims is rather upset.
Oh, are you surprised to see us, Prudence? Maybe me in particular?
I was not expecting to see you all here. Or ever again, for that matter, if I'm being very honest. I came here to come back to family and to kind of get away from the life in East Haven. It was just getting to be too much with all the murders and thieving. I just wanted to get back to something more grounded, and I've always felt at home with Nerth. I figured I needed to come back home.
We do a deception check?
You want to do an insight check?
Insight check. Right. I always get those confused.
Ooh.
An actual decent roll.
Let's go.
Tika, you can sense that there's a half of truth in there. You sense that when she was talking about kind of getting away from the things of the city, she was telling the truth. Obviously, getting back to be closer to Nerth and family is a very half truth, but you're not sure why. But you can tell that there's definitely some fudging going on in there.
Why would you tell anybody that you were leaving? And did you leave something that may have been ours, perhaps?
Oh, I don't know what you mean. I left, like anyone else would leave, but I felt like it would be too painful if I had to say all these goodbyes, and I didn't want the speaker to try and make me say, because, she was really happy I was there, and I was going to be heartbreaking to leave Nims as phlegmy as he is. He, was very helpful and taught me lots of things. I just, I needed to get away.
Well, did you head back all on your own?
At first, and then I was met by some people from Targos. I had sent word to them to meet me, and they did. Yes, I had sent people to come meet Prudence. I couldn't have her riding from East Haven all the way to Targos unaccompanied, not with all the recent Yeti sightings and everything. That would have been irresponsible. Prudence is
So
like
you said
family overall.
you're like family, but what is this actual relationship here?
Well, I've known Prudence for a number of years now, and as I don't have any children of my own, I tend to treat her a bit like my daughter. I'm protective, you see, of all the people around me, especially the people in Targos, but as I've known Prudence from before then, it's definitely someone that's important to me, and I want to make sure her well-being is well looked after, hence why she was out in East Haven to begin with. They're a fairly low incident place, and she was able to pick up some skills and to do some learning, and I figured it worst that she'd be able to pick up some skills and transfer them back here whenever she decided to come back. I just wasn't expecting to see her so soon.
You said that you've known Prudence before?
Yeah, I've known Prudence before. I told you, I've been over the 10 towns for most of my life, and you meet a lot of different people, and I've known Prudence for a while now. I've been to Targos a number of times before I decided to come and settle here.
Well, all very well. And Prudence, are you happy to be back in Targos?
Very, very happy. Very happy.
I wonder, Prudence, since we are such close friends, if maybe you and I could have just a private moment together. I have some things I'd really like to discuss with you.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I think if there's anything you need to ask Prudence, you can ask with all of us here. We're all friends, of course.
Oh, you don't want to be part of this, women's idle gossip. I think that Prudence will find it quite juicy.
Oh.
So, Speaker,
I'm
tell
sure
me,
that I do.
Speaker, and Poppy's going to try and get his attention.
Yes, dear. You lovely little sprite.
So, tell me more about yourself.
Oh, what is there to tell?
And she's going to bat her eyes at him.
What are you trying to do with the batting?
Just try and get his attention so that Estia can talk to Prudence.
So are you trying to seduce him?
Trying to distract him, not seduce him.
You're not going to distract him enough to where Estia is going to be able to steal Prudence away from a table and have a private conversation.
No, but maybe distract him enough where Estia and Prudence can whisper at each other.
I mean, you're all at the same table. Likelihood of that is slim, is all I'm saying.
At least she's trying.
You can certainly try. I will let you try. I'm just letting you know. Chances of that will be slim.
Persuasion?
It would be, yes, it would be a persuasion check, and you're rocking a DC of 20 here. You gather his attention, and he is somewhat distracted by you for a moment, but all of the talk of Prudence and trying to kind of steal her away has him seeming rather defensive.
So, Speaker, and I put my hand on his arm, tell me more about yourself. I wonder if you know my family, too.
Oh, welcome. I welcome your questions. You certainly, I don't know, you don't necessarily look familiar. How would I know your family?
Well, my family is the Lovett family. And
Lovett family.
Yes.
From where do you hail?
Well, we have our own little grove that we've stayed in, but my father traveled quite extensively.
What would his name be?
his name was, excuse me, his name was Thomas Lovett.
Thomas Levitt. I quite think that I know that name. I'm not sure from where. I'm always very good with names, you see, but...
Oh, I can tell.
It's ringing bells. I'm just not quite in the way that I imagine. Anyway, you said you wanted to know more about me. What would you like to know? I am an open book, you see.
Oh, I love reading books.
He's going to look at you very confused.
So are you married?
Not currently.
Oh, you've been married before?
No, just not currently. He's looking at you very suspiciously between you and Estia.
Since this is like very awkward for Drathar, who hasn't joined the table yet.
Where is he?
Probably still near the door, trying to find a good time to come in, and then he hears this and he's just like thinking better than to come sit down because this is very awkward. He's gonna kind of sit at a table near the door, kind of off to the side, and he wants to use his mage hand and have it pick up a drink behind the speaker and then not accidentally, but pour the drink on the speaker to try to get him to have to go somewhere to clean up.
Ooh.
Thank goodness somebody's doing something.
So he speaking. I do believe someone spilled something on me. He's
how
looking
awful!
around.
What could have happened?
He's gonna look around and I didn't see any. How the place.
Here, let me help. Let's go. Let me take you to Ma, and let's help get you cleaned up.
Yes, I do suppose I need to be.
What a horrible mess! Oh dear,
Yeah.
oh dear.
Oh,
You do not want that to stain.
No,
Such a
not
nice
at
jacket.
No.
Okay,
Should
Ma,
come off rightly.
come. We're gonna come help.
Poppy,
We need
are
to
you
help
sure
the
you have
speaker.
this under control?
Oh,
It looks
does the
quite
speaker
a big
need
issue.
something? I can come in anytime. The speaker needs something?
Poppy, you better take
Yeah,
him and
we're
put
coming
soap
to you.
down.
The speaker needs some
Oh, that
help.
looks bad.
I'll get some towels. Just speaker, you just come sit over here. We'll get you taken care of. I promise.
Oh, here, come with me, speaker. Let's go get this taken care of. I'll help
You're
clean
not
you
going to be
up.
far. You're still going to be within line of sight. Earshot's going to be maybes.
Is there like napkins or towels or something on the table?
No. This is Icewind Dale, not the Four Seasons.
So Poppy's gonna take.
Okay, go ahead.
Poppy's gonna take the speaker over by Ma and kind of help clean him up, and just kind of start talking his ear off about just nonsense.
He's gonna be,
flattering
him,
him, and telling him.
Get this off me! It's down my back.
I know, I see that, and she's gonna start just kind of rubbing his back with the towel, and.
Pardon me. You don't have to do that.
Oh,
where are
no,
your hands
it's my
going?
pleasure to help you get this cleaned up. This is such a beautiful piece. We just don't want it to stain. Right, Ma?
Listen, this is a fisherman's village. It doesn't
I think
really
Estia's
matter
gonna
one way or
take
the other. I just don't want to
her
be hurt
dagger
anymore.
out, and she's gonna start to like quietly carve small letters on the tabletop, and she's just gonna write the words like "need help" with a question mark, and then like just point at it with her finger. So like she positions her body so that she's between the table and where the speaker and Poppy are, and she's just writing these words with her dagger in the wooden table.
Prudence is going to lean across and just try and look. And she's going to give you kind of a look of kind of shock is a good way to put it. She doesn't give you an indicator one way or the other as to how she acknowledges. She just kind of goes wide eyes when she sees that.
And then that's just gonna just like scratch out the letters with with her knife.
Prudence is just going to lean across the table. You should really go. It's not going to be safe for you here. I promise. I know what you're looking for. It's gone. You're not going to get it back.
Then come with us.
No. She's just going to sit back and kind of sit up and kind of fold her hands and put them in her lap and kind of look at the table. At this point, the speakers will be like, all right, that's enough. All right. Hey, Ma, you're getting a little handsy. We've talked about this, Ma. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to make sure that you were all cleaned up there. I know that these pants are expensive and everything. If you need anything, you can just come and talk to Ma. I don't get much action around here. Anyway, I'll see ya. If you need anything, you know what Ma is. Just call away. It's me. It's Ma. It's fine.
Poppy's gonna lean into the speaker and say, "It was me too. I'm sorry."
Yes, I rather felt a different pair of hands. All right, let's get back over to the table. Want to go and catch up with your friends. So, how's everything going over here? This is weird.
Oh, everything all right, Poppy, speaker. You got it taken care of?
Yes, so I'd like to really understand. Is there something more going on, Prudence? You're acting a little funny.
Well, I'll be honest. Prudence and I had a little tiff maybe before she left East Haven, but I think that perhaps we've worked it out. So some of that tension, it was all a misunderstanding.
Oh, well, I'm quite happy to hear that it was a misunderstanding, and hopefully we shouldn't have any trouble here in Targos. Because if we have any trouble, I can assure you it's not going to end well for troublemakers.
Is that directed at Estia or at Prudence?
All of you.
Oh, we've dealt with our own share of troublemakers in the past, and we've done quite all right.
I'm sure you have. Hence why you are successful adventurers. It would just be unfortunate for anything bad to befall you, again being friends of Prudence's and all. He is most certainly being threatening.
Being friends of Prudence's might give us the benefit of the doubt at least.
I don't mean to make you feel like you don't have the benefit of the doubt. I'm just giving you a polite understanding that here under my speakership of Targos, that we do not tolerate any, let's call it, any sort of unwelcome behavior. We don't like people snooping around our business. We're quite doing that. We don't like when folks are coming in and potentially starting to start some kind of trouble. So I'm just
we came here to
now.
Resolve a disagreement. I think that would be quite the opposite of what you're implying.
Oh, well, good. Well, if everything's resolved, you might want to head back to Bryn Shanda and leave Targos behind. Of course, if you need any fish, we're happy to trade and to do anything you might like, but it might be for the best if you pedal on.
Estia's going to look at the rest of the party.
Poppy's gonna call Ma over to pay for everything and pull out a gold piece and give to Ma.
Oh, no. It's on me.
No, sir.
No.
We would hate to be beholden to you.
No,
and I want to
you
make
wouldn't
sure
be
Ma
beholden
is
to anything.
taken. I want to make sure Ma is taken care of.
Ma's
She
well
was
taken
so
care of,
good.
I can assure you. Ma's well taken care of. Please. Again, my treat, you came all the way from Bryn Shanda, actually all the way from East Haven just to meet Prudence. I'm glad you've now resolved it and consider it a favor from me that you've now been able to reconcile and have made up with dear Prudence. And Prudence, why don't you go run along? And he's going to kind of look over his shoulder and motion outside the window and give kind of a 2 fingers to come in. And 2 armed guards are going to come in. Prudence, they'll escort you back to the inn, make sure you're safe and all that. And Prudence willingly kind of stands up and kind of gives you a look that is not fearful in any way. It's almost like a kind of like a I told you so look. She has no apparent qualms of going with them and doesn't appear to be upset by it at all. He's kind of giving you that like look. I as well need to be on my way. I've got lots of things to do and more duties to take care of. So once again, thank you for coming to Targos, and it's been lovely meeting you all. I'm happy that I could buy you lunch, and of course, if there's ever anything in Bryn Shandy you need, please let me know. Oh, yeah, if you do want to go on with that hunt, I do believe they're leaving here shortly. Go, talk to someone. They'll get you in touch with the right people. All right, good day to you. See you, Ma. Oh, it's been lovely seeing you as always. Speaker, come back anytime.
Let's talk about the...
She's going to come over to the table. He's so lovely whenever he comes in. He always treats everybody. I love it. You guys are so fortunate to be friends of the speaker and of Prudence. She's such a nice girl. Anyway, if there's anything you need, you know the call.
I always thought Prudence was old. Like, old.
No, she's young. Prudence is a young lady.
Well, I think we ought to go check on our axe beaks.
That's probably a good idea.
Not going to talk about the fact that she just left with 2 armed guards?
Not here.
Oh, okay.
As you walk outside, you notice a marked increase in the number of guards that you see kind of around the city.
I'll bet.
It's very interesting how many have kind of appeared to be patrolling the streets, and they're all kind of looking at you rather intently, though they don't stop or say anything to you. And we are going to stop there for this session.
No, I can't have this seething anger for a whole week.
Oh, seething anger and more for all week.
So
if you
gross.
all are hanging out with us on the YouTubes, please make sure that you are liking the video, hitting the subscribe button and notification for more awesome content from Dungeon Nytes, and we will see you guys next week. We love your faces, everybody. And for those of you that are hanging out live in stream, Quest and Chaos, thank you so much for that raid. I need to make sure to drop you guys a follow. I already have you followed, that's right. And D&D Seiko, I need to go ahead and give you a follow. Thank you also for that host. Welcome, everybody. You caught us right at the tail end of the session. Our little Rime of the Frostmaiden goodness. I hope you all had a fabulous time of D&D yourselves tonight, or TTRPG goodness, whichever you were on. But yeah, welcome. Welcome, everyone. So I'm sorry I left you guys in seething anger. You guys are...
It's fine. Draythar's just planning.
I kind of wish Draythar had stayed out in the alleyways.
Yeah. What about
No.
that, though?
But he did help with the mage hand.
That was true.
A little sleight of the hand.
Mm-hmm.
It was either the mage hand, or if I stayed out there, I was going to try to go sneak into his office.
Lots of hands, actually, played a part in that effort.
Where did Poppy's hands go?
Where didn't her hands go?
That's probably a better characterization. It was very awkward. Gotta love it. So you guys made it to Targos. What do you think of Targos?
I hate it here.
It seems to be a lovely city, lots of security, and corrupt politicians.
And they're about to make us human sacrifices, so that's great.
I mean, no one said that out loud. Why would you think that?
Oh, I hate people that play nice and the whole time they're just threatening you. It's the worst.
Listen, Ma seems quite taken, and the city seems quite happy with his performance, as they have been increasing in
His performance?
prosperity.
Wow. Okay.
Look, he's a very strong performer.
Wow.
as speaker.
Oh, okay then.
Apparently, he performs in a lot of ways.
Apparently.
I couldn't help it. You just put it right there on a platter. It was just there. I couldn't do anything.
Oh my God.
Goodness
I'm
gracious.
thinking we might have to lay low for a while so we don't become human sacrifices. We might have to go on
I'm
this hunt.
thinking we might not have a choice in the human sacrifice
I
area.
don't know. Things are a little more complicated than maybe you thought they were going to be. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know.
That's expected.
No, maybe if we actually go on this hunt, he'll hope we die on it so he doesn't have to pull any strings so we can lay low for a bit.
I mean, why not go after a werebear?
About to pull some strings off.
If we need to, we can just play a nice little game of cat and mouse and just bring the werebear back to town.
Highly.
I think we should just kidnap Prudence.
We went from interrogating her and slitting her throat to kidnapping. Well, we're getting closer on the right alignment chart.
I'm trying. Okay, listen.
It's a good
I
kidnapping.
saw
It's
the
to
trying.
save her.
It's
I
much
see, I
appreciated.
had like an existential crisis in the middle of the episode.
No, it was I thought that was wonderful. We just killed all those goblins. Is that right? Tika's over here. Tika's now taking up the mantle of cold-hearted
It was an interesting
tiefling.
conversation.
Well,
Satyr.
and she became so
serious?
yeah. It's like
So apparently, sober Tika is very
Wisdomist?
philosophical.
She's thinking about Joe, okay?
She's introspective as a bard.
And I don't know if kidnapping's actually the right way, because last time we kidnapped someone, I killed him also.
I know, but that time they were evil. Like, this time we're kidnapping her to save
Didn't
her.
we start this episode thinking we were gonna kill Prudence, and now we're like,
That's
never
the
said we were
shit,
gonna
shit.
kill her.
whether-
We
I
never
mean, this is the whole thing for SD is black or white. Either this person is evil and they need to die, or this person is good and they need us to save them. Like that's it.
I mean,
I'm not saying it always is that way, but that's how she's always gonna think.
introspectively, if we really examine the self, we would realize that we all have our own baggage we have to deal with.
oh my god.
What was that
Wait.
accent that came in at the end? Was that a little Bruna? Well, you
gotta make
know, we all have
sure.
our own baggage we have to deal.
Y'all got your own baggage. Come talk to Runa's self-help seminar. I'll put you to work. I'll kick you in the ass. And then, for 30 gold coins, $29.95 to be exact, you can get your very own iron bar and take it home with you.
I'm not gonna lie, goblins aren't necessarily evil. They're chaotic, yes, but they aren't necessarily evil.
They are not. They were certainly sad that they died. There's some poor goblin mama off in the Goblin Hills crying about her little wretched goblin that never came home.
Stop! I can't. I'm
Sneeze
pretty
is never
proceeding anger
coming
to
home.
sorrow.
Look, that's the choice they take when they decide to steal.
Listen, he wasn't stealing. He was just picking up something you left behind because you were too weak.
Not wrong.
It's true.
That just reminds me, because I did that to a team. There was a village that was being actually protected by a group of goblins,
Mm-hmm.
and there were thieves in the area. So the party came, and they looked like crap because they had just got from an adventure. So the goblins went to attack them, thinking they were the thieves.
Oh no.
So the party just decided to kill all the goblins, even when the goblins surrendered. And when they got to the town, they found out the goblins were actually protecting it,
Oh no.
but they
Wrecked
didn't listen.
My feels. I
Don't
hear
worry,
Enya in
the party
background
adopted a
already.
goblin child because
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
The heck?
Oh yeah,
You
that
killed
really
your
makes
parents.
up for it all.
Hello,
Little
my name is
goblin.
Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Please adopt me.
Too good. Too good.
Make it better.
He was an adventurer.
that would totally change that
with 10
storyline.
fingers and toes.
Yeah.
I
was
called him
searching for the
father.
six-fingered man because I want him to be my father.
Oh, man. How come you never told me it was you that killed my father?
No,
Because
Luke, I am
your father. Yes. Yes. That kind of synchronicity is where we're at right now. All right, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Let's go find somebody to pass all this love to. Again, D&D Seiko and Quest and Chaos, thank you so much for passing your peeps over here. Hope you guys have had a fun time enjoying some D&D. You can always catch up with us, Dungeon Nytes, on YouTube. And if you want to support us a little bit more and get access to the live stream VODs immediately, you can go ahead and catch up with us on patreon.com/Dungeon Nytes. So, where is my Twitchels? Where is my Twitchels? And who do we got going on right now? Who we got right now? I think Dorktails is live right now. Let's go say what up to the Dorktails crew.
Ooh.
And say what's up, what's up, what's up. I'm not sure. Are they doing a charity stream tonight? They might be. Hold on. I gotta check. Is it tonight? I'm not sure. Anyway, we're gonna go and rate them. They might be doing charity. I know they have some charity event coming up. But let's go past them the loves. How Talk, what's up?
Hell talk.
And we will see you guys on Saturday for more Fist of Phandalin goodness, which was now going to be the Sword of Phandalin. Oh goodness.
Ooh.
Changing. All right, we'll see you guys later. Love your faces. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.